So, today's video is a fans strategy video, and we've done many of these on the channel in the past. However, in this video, we're going to be testing out only the riskiest strategies that my fans have sent me. Now, these are strategies which have a very high chance of failing, but if they do work out, the potential profit we could make is absolutely insane. So it's going to be a very risky video, but I reckon it's going to be a lot of fun. So guys, if you do enjoy it, drop a like down below and let's get started. Okay, so as always with these videos, if I make more than $100 of profit with the strategy, I'm going to send the person who submitted it to me in my Discord a tip as a thank you for making us some profit. So if you want to be in a future video like this, make sure you join my Discord. There's a link in the description down below, and you can send in your strategies. And even if you're not going to do that, just join the community anyway. It's a great place to be. And with that being said, let's start off here on the first strategy. So it's submitted by a guy called 0560, and he said that this one can go crazy if you get a bit of luck. So we're going to go for a 9x multiplier. I did say it's going to be a risky video. Now we're going to go for a 1 cent base bet. And here are the conditions. Okay, I'm going to scrolly. I'm going to slowly scroll through, and I need to, okay, I definitely need to adjust condition 6 and condition 7. I don't know why it's showing such a crazy amount there. Now, I think what we need to set these to is 50 for the profit and 30 for the loss. And then what we do is when it stops at the profit, we restart it and we go for that full $100 of profit. And this is just to try and limit our loss a little bit. Personally, I'm going to remove this. I just wanted to show you guys how he sent it to me. But like I said, we're going super risky today and we're going to go for all or nothing. So hopefully this works out. I suppose we just start this off. There's no time to lose. We're going to bring the stats up here. I'm going to make sure the audio is on and instant bet is off because I know this can be a risky one. But fingers crossed it works out for us here. Now, I have high hopes for this. I've seen a few other people test it and it worked out pretty well for them. I think we can potentially increase the bet amount or the starting bet that we use. But I think for now we keep it on 1 cent and we just let it run. Already up $1, but obviously as you can see from the graph, what you want to happen is go on a longer losing streak and then hit the win, and that's where most of your profit comes from. So there's definitely kind of like a perfect balance in between how long you want to lose for, followed by the win, because on every loss, the multiplier slowly reduces, so the win chance increases. So there's probably like a perfect time where you want to hit the win to maximize the amount of profit. Now, I'm going to put instant bet on because obviously this is running fairly slowly now. Although this is a high risk strategy, we do need to leave this running for a decent bit of time for it to make us some nice profit. So we're going to let it do its thing with instant bet. And fingers crossed we can get to $200 in the balance on this first strategy. If we can double up on the first one, that would be great, because then when we go into the next strategy, we are basically covering our bankroll from the profit from this one, which is kind of the ideal scenario. Let's see, like I said, these are all high risk, so there's a solid chance that in this video, all 4 strategies make us lose our full amount of balance, which would not be ideal. It definitely would not be ideal, but there's a strong chance that could happen. But I just wanted to try it out in this video to see if any of them could go crazy for us. Now, the strategies are only going to get riskier and riskier and riskier as the video goes on. So make sure you guys stay tuned, because the final couple of strategies are going to be pretty crazy. I've seen the screenshots that people have sent to me in my Discord and they look pretty insane. But if they do work out, the profit could be nuts. We very almost got bust there. We went down to minus 20. Okay, so clearly what happens here is if you lose for too long, the win doesn't actually recover the loss, and it actually still makes you go down in the balance. So we were up $20 at the peak, and we're now pretty much break even, which is not ideal. What do we do here? Do we potentially increase the base bet, or do we maybe, what do we do here? I'm not sure what the best option is. Maybe we increase the bet amount, or we increase the rate at which the bet amount increases. I think what we do, okay, hear me out here. I'm gonna double up the base bet. I know this is risky, but as you can see, we ran it for we ran it for over 400 bets and we only made $19 of profit at peak. So I'm gonna restart it with double the base bet, which is even riskier than it already was. But I'm just going to hope for the best here. Okay, like I said, we're going for $100 of profit. We're playing high risk strategies. I'm not looking to run these for thousands and thousands of bets trying to grind my balance. I want to go for some crazy hits. So let's see what happens here, I suppose. We're over 500 bets in. We're back up $15 now. We want to make sure it continues to run and it doesn't bust for us, because if it does, then we're going to be down $100 at the beginning of the video. Okay, we get saved there. It's a shame it didn't really hit earlier because it would have been some nice profit. We're up $20 now. I think what I'll do is probably speed through this and hopefully rejoin you guys when we're close to $100 of profit. We'll see, fingers crossed. Surprise, surprise, it does not work. We lost $68 and the strategy sadly did stop. I'm gonna restart it on a 10-cent bet size just in case it can somehow recover us back to break even. I highly doubt it. But if it can, great. If not, we move on to the next strategy. Let's see if we get lucky here. We don't, of course. Okay, right. That is a failure for the first strategy of the video. To be honest, it was highly likely it wasn't going to work out for us, but it was worth the shot anyway. We almost recovered there. With a cheeky all-in. But anyway, let's go on to the second strategy and hope for the best. Okay, now this strategy is one of the more interesting strategies I've ever tried, okay? It's semi-manual. Now, you'll understand what I mean by that very shortly. Now, this is sent to me by R. Connor YT in my Discord. And basically what we do, okay, is we go with a 5-cent bet size. We're going to use medium difficulty and we're going to turn advanced mode on. Now we're going to stop on profit of 0.01. Okay, now that basically means it's going to stop the strategy after every hit. Okay, and the reason that is because we're going to be going for the max multiplier here on medium. So we're going to go for a random pattern. He said it doesn't matter which one you go for, but I'm going to go for this pattern here. And he said what is important is after every 10 losses, you double your bet. Now we can't do that here on Dragon Tower through conditions, so we're gonna have to manually do it ourselves. So what I'm gonna do is make sure instant bet is not on, and we're gonna start the auto bet. And when this shows 10 losses, if we don't hit a win by then, I'll double my bet to 10 cents and so on and so forth. So let's start the auto bet. We're gonna go for 10 losses here. If it does hit those 10 losses, I will double the bet and we continue. And eventually we'll hit the 37x, and hopefully when we do hit it, it's on a good bet size. And I guess that is how you make some nice profit. But obviously this can get pretty scary if you continue to lose and you keep doubling your bet size and it just doesn't hit. So we're going to stop here. We've hit 10 losses, double up the bet size, and we go again. Now, I think I'm going to put instant bet on because it's quite slow, to be honest with you, without having that on. So let's see here, down to 20 losses. If we hit that, we're going to double again. We do hit it. We're going to double again to 20 cents. Oh, yikes. This could get scary pretty quick. After this, we go to 40 cents and then 80 and then $1.60. And it grows very, very fast. Very quickly. Oh, man, this could get dangerous. Okay, here we go. Down to 40 losses and we double again. We got one off there on the first try. I mean, the thing is, what... Okay. Oh, stop. Okay, so we did hit it. The thing is, you want to try and hit it as early on after doubling your bet size, okay? Because then most of the win is going to be profit. So again, I'm going to reset down to 5 cents. We're going to go for, I guess what we do actually, what we can do is do 10 bets here and it'll stop it automatically for us. So let's try this here. Let's see if that's a better solution. Let me take my mouse off. It should go to 50 losses unless it hits. And then stop for us. Yes, okay, nice. There we go. That's a good little customization there. We double up to 10 cents and we go again. Okay, that way we make sure we don't go over 10 losses. Just make sure. I mean, the thing is, you don't want to hit this until you're on a good bet size. I accidentally didn't type in the number of bets. We've already done 2, so I'll type 8 in there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Okay, we double up again to 40 cents, 10 bets again. Let's try and get to above $1 bet size here, because obviously if we hit it on a decent bet size, the win is going to be really nice. So we double up again to an 80-cent bet size. I forgot to add the number of bets. We do 7 here because we've already done 3. Down to 90 losses. There we go. We get the hit. Okay, and we're now at $23. 5-cent bet size again. 10 bets, and we run it, and we rinse and repeat. Now, obviously, like I said, you want to lose as many as you can in a row. Get that bet size to maybe $3, $6, and then we hit, and that's where the profit is going to be. So that's kind of what we're grinding for. Now, obviously, we're not up a huge amount just yet, but we are playing with fairly low balances in today's video. I think I kind of prefer doing the high risk strategy videos with lower balances, because then I'm more willing to let them run instead of trying to play them safe. Because obviously if I'm doing them with like $1,000 balance, I'm going to be way less inclined to play it risky. So here we go, 40-cent bet again. Let's see if we can get it up to an 80-cent bet. Okay, I mean, we keep hitting it on the 40-cent bet sizes, which I'm not going to complain about, but I want to try and increase the win amount that we hit. So let's see here. 5-cent bets again. I know this is a fairly slow one. Okay, we hit on a 5-cent bet, so we'll reset it again. 10 bets, and we want to try and get ourselves to above $1 as fast as we can. I mean, obviously it's tempting here to increase the bet size that we start with, but I'm going to stick with what the my community member suggested for this, which is a 5-cent bet size. I mean, he said for a 5-cent bet size, a $100 balance is high risk, but we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Here we go. 10 bets again. If we lose it, we're up to 40 cents. We don't want to hit it yet. We want to save the wins for the bigger bet sizes. 40 cents. Let's try and get it above $1 this time. 10 more bets. We don't want to hit it yet. We don't, although it's going to be profit, we don't want to hit it yet. We want to try and save it to get the bet size increased. Okay, up to an 80-cent bet now. Here we go. This is where it starts to get interesting. I mean, the next double up is going to bring it to $1.60, which is going to be a really good hit if we do get there. Okay, now up to $1.60. 10 bets. Are we going to hit it, or are we going to have to double again? If we have to double again, it's going to be a $3.20 bet size. This is where the risk really starts to play. Okay, guys, $3.20 bet size. I'm going to turn instant bet off. 10 bets of this. If it doesn't hit, we go to a $6.40 bet size. If we hit it on either this or the $6.40, it's going to be a huge win. It'll be over $100 on even just this $3.20 bet size here. We really want to try and hit this because we're not going to have much balance to run it on a $6 bet size. Guys, we've got to double up again. We have to double up again. We have just enough balance to do 10 bets here. I'm going to turn animations on. If we hit this, it's a massive win. It's 37 times $6, which is a huge win. Please, man, come on, hit early for us here. Please hit early for us. Oh, please just hit, man. Hit full stop. If not, it's going to be a very sad end to this strategy, and it's in. Oh, man. What a relief. That's exactly what you want to happen on this strategy. Get to the max bet size you can afford. Hit the win. And look at that. $178 of profit, man. Look at that graph. Okay. Arcona YT, I'm going to send you a tip. Open up a ticket in my Discord to claim it. Thank you for this W strategy. Very risky, of course, but it did work out. Let's move on to the third strategy of the video, and they're only going to continue to get crazier. Okay, so we are now on Mind, okay? And the user who sent this to me is called Anonymous, or Anonymous Boy, I think is his username. And he said this is a super risky, but super high reward Mind strategy. Now we're going to go 12 Minds. I've not tried any of these, by the way, so I don't know how these are going to work. 12 Minds. We're going to go with a 60, we're going to add the advanced setting on. We're going to go for a 67.6% increase on loss. We're going to go for a 2-cent bet size for our $100 balance. We are going to go for these gems here. I'm not sure what the multi is, but he said he turned $500 to 3K in seconds. Sounds like cap, but I'm going to run it anyway, okay? Now, I guess there's nothing else to do other than just start the auto bet and hope for the best. What is this multiplier going to be? I have no idea. 8x multiplier. Okay, I can see why this is risky, bro. An 8x multi with a 67% increase on loss is absolutely absurd. I feel like he didn't even try this himself and he just hoped for the best, but that's a good hit. Back-to-back 8x is crazy. There's a very, very low chance that this works for us here. We need like a few more hits like that. I mean, as you can see, if it does actually hit on the increased bet size, it does pay a lot. But there's a very narrow like gap where your bet size is at a decent point for it to hit. Otherwise, like if you get to above $1, a few bets later, you're betting like 5 and you can't afford many more losses. And obviously going for an 8x, it's super unlikely it's going to hit exactly when you need it to hit. We're at a 60-cent bet size, $1 bet size, $1.70, $2.90. This is where we need, if we hit it here, it's a really good win. Guys, Oh my God, how are we getting this lucky? We just hit the 8x multi on the $38 bet. Guys, that's a $307 win. I don't think we could have afforded another bet there. I think if we lost that, it would have cut the strategy there. We are getting so lucky. We're up almost, I think we're up like almost $500 on the video. Okay, like I said, I highly doubt the person who sent this to me turned $500 to 3K. There's no way you can run this strategy with a $500 balance and be sane in the head. But fair play, anonymous boy, open a ticket in my Discord. I'll send you a tip. Let's move on to the fourth and final strategy of the video. Okay, we're finishing off on Limbo. Now, if we can also make profit from this strategy, it's going to be a huge success of a video. And even if we lose this $100 here, we're still going to be up really good profit. That's why I enjoy running these high risk, high reward strategies, because when they do pay, they pay insane. So with that being said, we are going to come to auto bet. This is submitted by a guy called Spidey, by the way. Now the target multiplier is a 10x multi. Okay, this is the highest multi we'll have gone for. This actually, no, that's a lie. The Dragon Tower multi was higher, but anyway, 10x multi. We're going to go for a 5-cent bet size. He said on loss increase by 15%, or if you want a high risk, go 20%. Of course, we're going to go 20%. We're going to pull the stats up, and I don't think there's much more to do other than start this strategy and hope for the best. I'm going to leave instant bet off for now, and let's see how this runs. Now, I think this is going to be probably the most dangerous strategy of them all. Maybe the mine strategy is the most dangerous one. I'm not sure. But I think going for a 10x on Limbo, you can go on crazy losing streaks, and our bet size could get pretty crazy pretty fast, especially with a 20% increase instead of the 15. As you can see, already above a $1 bet size here. $1.50, $1.70, above a $2 bet size. Where is this 10x? There it is. Nice. Okay, we're up $19. Good. That's a good hit. I guess we want to keep hitting that. And if we can do that a few times, we'll be at our goal of $100. Now, he said to turn on instant bet, so we're going to listen to him. Instant bet goes on. Oh, this could get dangerous, man. I'm going to turn instant bet off. Oh, the bet size is already above $2 again. We need the 10x now. The 10x now, we're in good profit. Wait, it's a $5 bet size. Oh my God, where's the 10x? Where's the 10x? Yeah. Okay, and that's exactly what can happen when you go for a high multi on Limbo. I'm telling you, you can go on such crazy losing streaks on Limbo. It's a shame we didn't have enough balance to afford the next bet, because it would have hit. Oh, what would that have been? Hold on a second. What would that have been if we had the balance? What would that have been if we had the balance here? No, so it was a $20 bet size. It would have gone up to $24. It would have been a $240 hit. Oh, I mean, we're at $55. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to 10 cents and run it again and just hope that it can maybe recover us. Let's see if it can. I highly doubt it. A 208x went past there. Let's see if it can somehow bring us back to break even. There's a hit. Okay, nice. Another hit, another hit. A lot of 10x's now. Can it bring us back to break even? A hit here would be nice. There we go. Okay, we're only down 20 bucks now. Maybe it's going to recover for us. Maybe it could actually recover. A hit here would be nice. A 10x here would be nice. I think it would bring us back to even if it hits now. 10x here and we're back to even, please. Hit now and we're back to even. We're actually in profit if this hits, I think. Oh, of course not, man. Of course not. Can the all-in save us again? No. It's okay, man. It's okay. 2 out of 4 successful strategies in this video, and we are up profit. Okay, if you enjoy this video, let me know down below in the comments, and if you try these strategies out, first of all, be very, very careful, and second of all, let me know how they work for you in the comments down below. If you want to see another video like this in the future, let me know as well. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure to follow me on Kick, which is where I go live almost every single day. Pop link in the description, and I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.